Hey everybody, it's Karen with Food and Family. Today I am going to attempt to make some chocolate pecan scones. I saw Anna Garden make these several years ago and I thought they looked so delicious. So I hope I can do them as good as she did. But anyway, this is going to be how I do it. So I've got my large bowl here. I have got 1 cup of chopped pecans, and I have a cup and a half of chocolate morsels. I've got semi-sweet. Use dark chocolate, milk chocolate, whatever your favorite chocolate is. But I want everybody to go out and check out the Pecan Pantry. They're sponsoring this video with the pecans. And check out their site. It's pecanpantry.com. thepecanpantry.com. And yeah, these are going to be the freshest pecans that you've ever gotten. In fact, this bag right here that they sent me, and I've got these 2 1-pound bags and a big 3-pound bag of pecans, and they were from this year's crop. So I know they're fresh. They're delivered fresh to your door. So go out and order you some. You won't be disappointed. These are much fresher than you're going to buy in the big box stores. I promise you that, because these don't sit around on the shelves or in a warehouse for years like those others do. But if you'll go out on their site and you order pecans, use the code Karen5. That's Karen number 5, and you'll get a 5% discount on your full order. All right, and they're great people. So let's get started. I told you I've got the 1 cup of chopped pecans, 1.5 cup of chocolate morsels. I've got the little mini morsels, but it doesn't matter what size you have. Now on this, I want to add a couple of tablespoons of flour, okay? And this is all-purpose flour. Let's do 3 tablespoons of flour. The idea is when you coat them with the flour is they don't all sink to the bottom. We'll see. Yeah, and I'm going to be honest with you. I've had it work and I've had it not work. But we're still going to do it. Okay. Now, let's just set these aside for now. Okay. And, look at those beautiful pecans and chocolates. Okay, so in my big bowl here, I am going to measure out 4 cups of flour. And then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of white granulated sugar. If I quit hitting the bowl and making so much noise, y'all. 2, and that's not a lot of sugar for these, is it? 2 tablespoons. We're going to sprinkle them at the end with a little bit of sugar. And we want baking powder. I want 2 tablespoons of baking powder. That's the leavening. All right. And then I want a couple of teaspoons of salt. I'm not going to use kosher salt. You can. I'm going to use this salt that I got from Redmond, and I told y'all about in another video. I like it. And so I thought I would use it. So I just want to kind of stir this around and get it mixed up. I want to check my recipe, make sure I got everything in here. Flour, sugar, and salt. Yes, I do. Okay. Now, and I could have mixed it up in my stand mixer here, but I didn't. And that's okay, because you can see what I'm doing in this clear bowl a lot better. So let's put it all over in here. We've got to add some butter, and we're going to let our mixer do the work for us. So what we're going to do is I've got 3 sticks of butter. I've kept it in the refrigerator. It is ice cold. And I diced it up. You didn't want to see me dicing butter, so I thought I would go ahead and do it for you. Let's start it on low. I don't want to wear flour today. And we're just going to slowly add this butter in here, and we're going to let the mixer mix it in until it's like size of peas. And you see I diced it pretty small, so it shouldn't take a whole lot. Yeah, this is a lot easier than standing here with my blending fork or a pastry blender. Let this do the work. Save your arms muscles for something else, right? Okay, so let me get all of this blended in. And after I get it blended in and get it mixed with, like I said, pea size, then I'm going to come back and we're going to continue on with this recipe, okay? I'll see you in a minute. Okay, y'all, this is looking good. So let's go to our next step. I've got heavy cream. Now I'm going to use my big mixing bowl, measuring cup here. And I want a cup, if I don't make a mess here, a cup of heavy cream. And I am going to beat in 4 eggs. I want to get a fork. Okay. And let's beat that up just a little bit. Yeah, I think that looks good. All right, so set that aside. Now we're going to slowly, I've got my mixer on low, and we're going to slowly pour this in. We want it to mix just until it's blended. All right. Now, this dough will be kind of wet and sticky. I'm going to give it one zhuzh. And I'm going to raise it up, and I'm going to scrape down the side of that bowl. See all that beautiful dough on this beater? Now, our pecan and chocolate morsels. I want you to come in here and see what I'm making. We're going to just put this in here just until it's blended. We don't need this anymore. All right, looky here. This is a beautiful, beautiful dough. Now, so you just want to mix it just until it's well blended. You don't want them to be tough. And then after you put your morsels and your pecans in, you don't want to break them up. You want to keep that beautiful, beautiful texture. Rinse my fingers just a second. And I want to dust my board here with some flour. We're going to keep it there in case we need some more. And we're going to dump this beautiful dough right out here on the counter. Can y'all see down in that bowl? That is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I can't wait. Did you get your shoes all changed? Get out of your yard shoes.
Yeah, I had my work shirt on.
This man loves to work out in the yard.
Well, I was actually doing community service today, helping one of my neighbors.
And then that's a good thing. We're making some chocolate pecan scones.
That is
Doesn't that look
looks
good?
Good. Yes, it does.
It's like a fancy biscuit.
You're just full of fresh new ideas, aren't you?
Aren't I? Though, here, put that in the sink. I'm going to put him to work. And then we're going to knead this around a little bit. See, that flour's keeping it from sticking to our board. See what we're doing? And that dough was sticky. And we just want to knead it around a little bit, just enough to get it coated where we can roll it out, pat it out. You can do however you want. That's a lot of dough, so I think I'm going to get my rolling pin and roll it out.
It's not a very big rolling pin.
It'll work.
I know you got a huge one.
Yeah. So we want this to about an inch thick, 3/4 of an inch thick, according to how big you want them. I'm going to take my cutter here. I've got a round one somewhere, but it don't matter, round, square, whatever you want to do. I'm going to use my round one. And I'm just going to cut out scones. Let's move some of this stuff out of the way. And let's get our pans back here. We've got 2 pans if we need it. And I've got them lined with silicone baking mats. You can use parchment paper. A very dear friend gave those to me, so I thought I would use them. I'm thinking, I don't know if I will or not, I'm contemplating making a glaze to go on top of them.
Sweet glaze? Or
Yeah, like a confectioner sugar type glaze. Because there's not...
It's a semi-sweet chocolate, isn't it?
It's semi-sweet chocolate, and there is very little...
I knew it wasn't very sweet.
There's very little sugar in this. 4 cups of flour, and there's only 3 tablespoons of sugar. So they're not very sweet. And see, when you get down to the point where you can't cut out anymore, you know what you do? You roll it back together again and make some more. We're going to end up using that other sheet pan. I don't know if we'll fill it up, but we're going to end up with 2 pans full of scones. There we go. Y'all can look at these. Y'all look at these while I cut out some more scones. We didn't waste any dough. We used every drop of it. Now, I need that. I've still got, you get rid of those eggshells because I'm not done yet with the eggs. We want to put an egg wash on top. Find my little brush here. I need that egg and bowl back.
Okay. I didn't see an egg in it.
Yeah, I had 1 egg in there, a whole egg.
Uh-oh. I didn't know
He
that.
threw
I'll
it
get you another
out.
one.
Get another one.
I will.
Eggs are too expensive for you to be throwing away, Mr. Jones.
I know it. $1 a piece.
Oh, more than that, I think. Looky here. We have an egg. That's so funny. And I want just a...
You should have warmed me.
I thought I did. I want just a splash of water. You could use cream. I had it right here. I could have used the cream. You've got a mess to clean up down here.
Yes,
You hear I said he did. So I'm going to brush these, and I know you can't see me doing these, but I'm going to get over here real quick so you can see what I'm doing, so y'all don't have to watch me brush them all. Now, my oven is preheated to 400 degrees, and I'm going to get these in here, and we're going to bake them 20 minutes or so, and just until they're just like golden brown on top. And I'm going to brush them with this egg. Then I'm going to lightly sprinkle them with a little bit of sugar. So here's what we're going to do. Just so you can see, I'm just going to get a little bit in my hand, and I'm going to lightly sprinkle. Just lightly sprinkle. I've got some sanding sugar. I thought about using it, but this is going to work out just beautifully. So, and if you see one pan is getting darker than the other, rotate your pans in the oven because you're going to have them on 2 racks, and rotate your pans from top to bottom. So it'll get a more even bake. So let me get these in the oven, get them baked, and I'm going to come back. I'm going to get this mess all cleaned up, and then when we come back, we're going to have us a nice warm scone. I've got these scones baked and cooled. Y'all, look at here. Isn't that beautiful?
It is.
That is beautiful. I set them right here so y'all could look at them a little bit. I'm going to make a glaze to go on top of these.
Good. That'd be good with
scones. And just a light glaze. You don't want anything thick and heavy, I don't think. But I want to top it a little bit. I want people to know, you can see the chocolate morsels, but I want people to know when they go get one, pick it up, that this is a chocolate pecan scone. So I'm going to chop up some of these beautiful pecans, y'all, I told you about, that I get from the Pecan Pantry. Let's get these chopped. I don't want dust, but I don't want large pieces either. I just want it kind of delicate. Okay, let's set that aside. All right, here we go. Let's make some powdered sugar. Now, I am going to use confectioner's sugar. Y'all, and I told y'all the last time we did this, this was some of the smoothest confectioner's sugar that I have bought. And we've got to go back to Costco and get some more. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to use, let's do about 1.5 cups. That might be a little more than 1.5 cups. And I know this is a wet measure, but that's okay. And we're going to use heavy cream. And you guys know you only use a little bit at a time because it doesn't take much liquid when you're using powdered sugar. So I'm going to start out with about a tablespoon. And it's probably going to take more than that. And if I don't have enough heavy cream, see how it melts it down? Mm-hmm. And that's just a cup.
That was quick.
Yeah. And it doesn't take much. So let's put a little bit more. And you only do drops at a time when you're doing powdered sugar. And whatever liquid. You know what would be good with these? Would be, you could use regular milk. You can use a mocha coffee creamer would be good. Like I like to put in my coffee. Mm-hmm. It would be different. And if you don't have heavy cream, now you want your heavy cream when you're making the scones. Doesn't it look good? Mm-hmm. Right now we're just going to do up a few of them so we can show our good friends what they look like. And y'all see how thick I got it? Because I just don't want it to run off. And if I need more, I can make some more. In fact, I might attempt after a while to make some with some mocha coffee creamer. I have some. All right. We don't want much. We just want a nice little smear, see? Okay, now see what I'm going to do? Look at here. Just a couple little pieces on each one. Not a whole lot. We're going to gild the lily
You're getting fancy
with a
now.
few extra morsels. How about that? Y'all,
That looks good.
looky there. Look how pretty that is. Can you see that? You ready to try it?
Sure. Why not?
We're going to cut it in half. We're going to share it.
Well, it's neat on the inside.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
Can y'all see that?
You get it close enough.
And you know, another thing you could do, you've seen biscotti. You could cut these like I just did and put them back in the oven and let them toast up a little bit. How about that? You want the biscotti to be kind of, it's more dried out. And this, I'm excited about trying this pop.
Here we go.
Brandon dance.
Yum.
Now,
Double yum. Good.
they're sweet enough. Even with the glaze, they're not too sweet. I don't think you'd want them any sweeter than this.
No, that's perfect.
Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this video. And I hope you're going to come back and visit with me because I certainly enjoy having each and every one of you in my kitchen. I'm going to go finish all of these, let them set up, and then I might pack up a few for the neighbors. But I hope y'all enjoy it. Please like, share, subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, hit that notification bell so you'll know when we put out another video. But I also want you to remember, we have 2 cookbooks out, Volume 1 and Volume 2. And we do have Volume 3 kind of coming together. It's going to be next year, though, before I can get it out. Y'all, please come back and visit with us. It gives me company in the kitchen when he's out working, but when he's in here, he keeps me company. And he sure likes, he reaps the rewards, right? Thanks, everybody. We'll see you soon.